welcome to MJ Unscripted Podcast. I am MJ Walker. I am so glad that you're joining us today. Wow, we're finally here. And look who I have with me today. I have my coach, Coach Mo. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking time out of your day to even be here. It means a lot. Let us know, who are you? Who is Coach Mo?
Who is Coach Mo?
Yes.
So Coach Mo, I'm a man on a mission.
Okay.
I am a retired Army Sergeant First Class.
Okay.
I grew up in East Orange. I went to
Hey.
Rutgers for a little while.
Yeah.
Grandparents didn't have the kind of money it take to stay in school, so I went in the Army. They started feeding me right. I said, "This is all right. This is all right." Stayed there 21 years.
21 years.
Yeah, active duty.
Okay.
And I kind of fell into being coach mode. Wasn't my plan at all.
Okay.
I was actually doing a research assignment for my macroeconomics class.
Okay.
And the assignment said, okay, they taught us on how to find like the Nielsen ratings and statistics. But the assignment said, find your demographic.
Okay.
And just write down notes of what you realize about your own demographic based off statistics.
Okay.
And when I was doing an assignment, it was like it said, okay, so I'm a black man. And it talked about we watched the most TV in America. So it broke it down by race.
Yeah.
So what we call racism, sometimes statistics.
Okay.
And
but how did you feel when you started to look up all of this stuff?
Man, it was disheartening.
Yeah.
It was disheartening at first because it was like, hey, you, the guy reading this, you are more likely to die early. You're more likely to die from heart attack, have stroke, type 2 diabetes. So it was just so many negative things that I was realizing about me as a statistic.
Yeah.
That health wise. And for some other people, they might have had the same assignment, but sort about finances, but it was the health that stuck out.
Okay.
And yeah, it broke me down. And my personal experience with health is my mother died at 47. My dad was early 50s. So health was always in the back of my mind, but this really
when they passed at those young ages, it was health issues.
Health related decisions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so let's go through the timeline. So you discover all this stuff while you're in the Army.
Right. I'm in the Army. I'm in my last couple years, so I'm trying to finish up my degree before I get out. And once I was doing that, something told me, hey, why don't you do free fitness classes in the park on the weekend just to get people going?
Okay.
So now I'm in the Army.
Okay.
I'm taking my classes, and then on Saturdays I did like a Facebook, hey, meet me at the park.
Oh, so your training started while you were still in the Army?
Yeah.
Wow.
For free on Saturdays.
Free. Okay.
Right? Like they said, when it's from your heart.
Yes.
So the first time I did it, and a lot of people knew me because I always played sports.
Okay.
I ran track since I was 8 years old.
Were you any good? Because I ran too.
Should I pull out my junior Olympic medals?
I mean, I ran. I don't have. Well, no, we don't have to do that.
I got a big pin relay wagon wheel for my 4x400.
Okay.
So yeah, I was very competitive in track. I ran in the youth games, traveled around America, stuff like that. And then I was always the kid in the park playing basketball. I played football.
Yeah.
All the way through high school.
But that was our generation. Like, we were outside. Like, we didn't sit in the house. Like, I think being active was natural for us anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really was. So once I said, hey, meet me at the park, people were like, oh, that's Mo.
Yeah.
Let's go meet at the park. So I started doing that on the weekends. And that was the beginning of it all.
Okay. So now you're out of the Army.
Right.
And once you're out of the Army, you still keep this training, or is that still in the back of your mind? Like, I still want to help people?
Yeah, Like even right now, my wife is like, "You are retired. What do you?"
You're a retired vet.
Right, I'm a
Yeah.
retired vet, but I still do it. I still do it. I'm
Okay,
still training.
so just to let people know, this is actually my coach. She is my trainer. And you work out or you train 5 days a week, twice a day with groups of people.
Yes,
At this point, via Zoom,
yes.
but it wasn't always Zoom.
It wasn't. So back when I was doing it in the park, and then
Mhm.
people would contact me saying, "Hey, could you just be my trainer, my trainer?" And
Mhm.
I'm like, "I can't. I have a
Right.
whole job. I
Yeah.
don't have time."
Right.
And it just so happens that I was working on my resume
Mhm.
because I was Army recruiting commander at this time,
Wow.
and I was making a lot of contacts. So when you go to like the colleges and you see like the Army recruiting
Yeah, yeah,
table, but
yeah.
then you see all these other businesses.
Right.
So I was making contacts with the businesses, and they're looking for recruiters to recruit at like college campuses, things like that. So I'm
Okay.
working on that's what I'm going to do.
Right.
I didn't love it, but that's what I was going to do because I
Okay.
already knew I was good at it.
Okay.
Matching people with careers and opportunities. And one day I told a person, I can't because I'm trying to find my next career.
Mhm.
When I got off the phone, I said, wait, I just told this person, I can't work doing what I like to do, what I love to do,
Yeah.
what I'm gifted at doing
Yeah.
to make money because I'm looking for a way to make money doing something I'm really not into.
Perspective. Like
Duh.
you sat on that. Like, does that make any sense?
Duh.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So then I started making calls back, and when I had time,
Mhm.
I would train people a little bit in my. I started in my basement,
Okay.
and then remember the movie Field of Dreams.
Okay. No. What was
So in the movie Field of Dreams, Kevin Costner, it was about baseball,
Okay.
and the big part of this is if the voice says, he wants to start the baseball team. He's like, if you build it, they will
Oh,
come.
they will come. Okay.
See,
But I mean, that's not because I saw the movie.
we're not that far apart in age.
We got some years.
A little bit. So I had my garage, and I
Yes,
looked at
yes,
my
yes.
garage, and it was like, if you build it, they will come. So I took
Oh.
my money, and I had my garage converted into a fitness center.
So that's when I heard about you because my cousin started working with you,
Yeah.
Antiona, and I saw her results.
Uh-huh.
Because you love to put up the before and after.
Yeah.
The before and after is where you sitting there like as you eating
Yeah.
Doritos.
Right,
You're
yeah.
like,
Crunch,
I'm
crunch.
like,
What's
oh my
going on here?
God, like wow. And then I physically met you at probably one of the birthday parties.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But I didn't start training with you yet.
Right.
I was aware. So you were training out of the garage first.
Yes.
Then COVID happens.
Right. COVID happens, and I can't see people in person anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm still, I'm like, maybe it's the army in me.
Uh-huh.
Once I lock in on a target, like
Yeah.
I'm still locked in.
Okay.
So it just caused a pivot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I started training somebody on FaceTime.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to say my wife's job, they started doing some Zoom stuff. And I was like, what is that?
Well, we were all Zooming because we're in education.
Right.
The educators were all on Zoom and Google Meets.
Yeah. And I said, hold
Wait
up.
a minute now.
I'm still in the game.
Yeah.
So I contacted people, like, we're going to do Zoom.
Yeah.
And we tried it out. You got some nicks
Right.
changing the camera, but it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. And then even once COVID stopped, I stayed that way because I was getting more people staying consistent on Zoom than when they had to pack up, make it to me, then get back to their kids or cooking or whatever else they had to do.
Yeah.
So it was just uber convenient. There was no excuses.
Correct.
They say when you're a leader, right?
Yeah.
One thing you want to do for the people that you lead is remove friction.
Okay.
You want to see what are the things that are stopping them from being able to do what they need to do to accomplish the mission.
Right.
Travel.
Yep.
Gone.
Yep.
Gas in your car,
Child
gone. Child
care.
care, gone.
Yeah.
So this was just removing friction. And now it was like roll over, log in.
So I remember because I joined you in 2000 during during COVID.
Right.
That's when I started training with you. So maybe it was actually 2001. Was it the summer? No, it was 2000.
It was
It was
2000, that
2000.
first summer.
And I was doing your pre-recorded.
Yeah.
I was doing those. And I was diligent because we had the time,
Yeah.
right? All teachers were home. I didn't have anywhere to be. My daughter didn't have any activities. So I'm doing the pre-recordeds. And then after I was done teaching, I would go to the park because we had nothing but time.
Right.
I realized for me, I dropped the ball once it opened back up.
Friction,
right? Now I have to get my daughter to school. I have to get to work. I have to do this. I have to do that. And then then the pre-recordings for me stop being motivational because I'm like, I got this, I got this, I got this. I was grateful that there was a added piece as far as like in person.
Right.
Online in person.
Right.
Because now it gives me accountability. You're expecting me.
Yeah, because now it's like,
yeah. You're expecting me.
Good morning.
So I want to ask you though, because you're always available. You're always there. You haven't left, but I'm sure you have experienced like people who come in and come out. They're with you for a while, then they're not with you.
Right.
Like, how do you, as a coach, like keep them going? Do you wait for them? Do you like? I know for me, you give me a little check in. You be like, "Hey, good morning."
Oh yeah, people know my good mornings.
Yeah, I know what good morning means. Shoot, I haven't been working out. Okay. And I think you have to get to a mental space. But what would you like suggest for someone who's struggling with, they want to work out? I don't know anyone who doesn't want to be healthy.
Right.
Right. Not everyone wants to work out, but everyone wants to be healthy. Like, what advice would you give a person who's struggling with, as you would say, moving your body?
So the big deal is like anything in life, once we have a significant emotional attachment to it, it's easy.
Okay.
So instead of just looking at, oh, I need to work out for what other people say I need, even if the other people is a doctor, but what emotional attachment do you have to being healthy?
Okay.
So we start with workout, but back up. What is the bigger picture? What's the largest picture? And I always say, peel back the onion. Find out what exercise really does for you. What does 20? If somebody tells me I want to lose 20 pounds, my question is why?
Yeah.
See, now once you start digging into those whys, now it becomes a trainer therapy session.
Okay.
It's like, well, why do you want to lose 20 pounds? Well, because the doctor said I should be 180. So we'll start at 200. The doctor said I should be 180. Why? Well, the doctor said my numbers will come down. What kind of numbers you got? Oh, my A1C is high. Well, what's wrong with having a high A1C? Because sometimes we know the answer. We just need a trigger, a reminder, right? And as I pull back the onion, then it's like, well, my grandmother had the sugar. And we want to get to the point where what does it mean for you if you tell me you have children, your job, your spouse, your significant other? What does it mean to you for them to have to take care of you because you didn't take care of you? And sometimes the conversation could be not so pleasant.
Correct.
Not so pleasant, but
it doesn't always feel good.
Right, because just telling you like the commercials for these gyms is like, oh, it's fun. It's not always fun.
Yes.
But also looking at when you don't do it, how fun is it when you become a retiree and you're now signing your social security check and your retirement check to the nursing home because you didn't want to get up and give me 30 minutes 30 minutes of the day.
So that's the other thing. Your workouts are the perfect amount of time. So I get up every day at 5:30 on my own. So I get up at 5:30. That's the time that I pray, meditate, reflect, and then I'm ready to go with you at 6.
Right.
From 6 to 6:30. Hop right in the shower. I'm out the door. So it works for me, but you also have it that 6 p.m., right?
Right.
For the people who don't like to rise early.
Yeah.
Or I'm at work too early, right? So you do have a 6 to 6:30. You used to have a noon.
I used to have a noon.
What happened to that?
Once COVID shut down, I mean, once we stopped talking about COVID,
Right.
and people started going back to work, and these jobs were like no more working from home. So then that went away because most of my 1230 people were those that work from home.
Okay.
They could log off of their Google Meet or whatever they were doing for work, log in with me at 1230, and then take a shower, eat, and then be back on for their job to do their job. So that changed that.
So do you find that you see the most success with your most consistent people? Like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consistency is the queen of the battle.
Okay.
So if we look at chess, right?
Okay.
And we know the king, once you remove
Do
the
we?
king.
Because I don't.
Yeah. But once when you remove the king, the
Okay.
game is over.
Okay.
So everybody, I tell people the king is the intensity. We're like, oh, so hard, go so hard. But that piece that keeps moving across the board is consistency. That's the queen.
Okay.
Right? Consistency is everything. If somebody got up and for a month they did their workouts, but they never really went that hard, they will be way better off than the person that gets up and does it once a week. Because once a week you're getting sore, but just no progress.
Yeah.
And you're not creating the habit. See, your body also gets used to your habit. Your body starts to realize that this is a moving body.
Correct.
So when you have a moving body, now the brain is like, okay, all right, she ate protein. I need this to repair this muscle. I think in my mind, once you stop moving your body, your brain will say, we don't really need these body parts like this. We don't need strong muscle. What they'll say is muscle is expensive.
Okay.
Meaning that when I have more muscle in my body burns more calories. That's more work for my brain too.
Yeah.
So once I stop using my legs to do squats, to go up and down stairs, I start finding an easy way. Then it's like, okay, he doesn't need all that leg muscle. And then the deterioration. Now, once you saw the deterioration of muscle, because I don't use it, then I'm gonna deal with deterioration of my bone, because the way bones stay strong is because your muscle pulls on your bone. Every time, if I flex, my muscles are attached to tendons to the bone.
Right.
Once I stop doing that, then the bone, your bone starts to deteriorate, and it's just your brain is about comfort, and if you're not using, it's use it or lose it.
So I noticed for me, it's definitely mental. Like getting up at that time, I feel so successful and accomplished just getting up. So there's days when I'm working out with you from 6 to 6:30. There's days I go really hard. Then there's days that, depending on how I'm feeling, I may not go as hard, but I still feel accomplished that I moved my body for 30 minutes. And I remember after one of the workouts one day, one of the guys said on there, he said, Coach, I think it was Sadler, Coach, that 30 minutes was more than what some people do in a month that we just did in one day.
Yeah.
So I feel so good moving. But I do recognize I still need to continue. I'm being consistent, but I'm proud of myself. And that that mental feels good too.
That's a big part of it. You might hear me sometimes say, you got your win for the day. You got your momentum for the day.
Right.
So no matter what else happens to the day, you did a good job.
Right.
So if you go to work and everybody's telling you you're not doing the right thing, or you might even feel like you failed to accomplish something at work, but you accomplished this. And this how good God is.
Okay.
Tell him. God is so awesome. The more you
it.
start to learn about the chemistry of the body,
Yeah.
People say, or you may have heard people, if you're into it, say they have a runner's high.
Okay, yep.
Literally, when we force our body to do something hard, our body releases chemicals that make us feel better.
Dopamine,
oxytocin, serotonin.
Those are feel good stuff.
Feel good, but you can't get them if you don't move.
Correct.
If you don't put in that work.
Correct.
So that's why that's another reason why it's so beneficial. Get up in the morning. I don't care if you drag. I got people that they log in, they don't turn the camera on. They're like, Coach, I didn't even put on my clothes. I'm just doing exercise. I don't care. Move. Because you release all of those chemicals. It's like God rewards you for working hard. Like, God is like, you did that?
Good
serotonin
job.
For you.
Serotonin.
Yeah.
You get serotonin. You get serotonin.
You stayed in
Yeah.
bed groggy for the rest of the day.
And that's what happens.
It's literally like that.
And that's what happens.
And we run around and we trying to, I need to get my coffee. You ever try to jog in place?
Mm.
You ever try to jog in place? I
Yeah.
still gonna get my coffee though.
Do you?
But I know what exercise does for you.
Okay.
In the Army, okay. So you have early formation. Nobody's really excited. Don't get it twisted. In the
Okay.
Army, that first formation, we're in shorts because the commander said wear shorts. It's early in the morning. It's cold, and we
Okay.
all like, Once we get running,
Yeah.
listen to them cadence. Oh man! And when we finish, we're on fire for the
Yeah.
rest of the day.
So it's not just the moving your body part. There is a part about what you put in your body too. Correct? Like your eating habits.
Yes.
I'm a snacker. I love me a blue bag of Doritos. Buffalo.
That's what you do.
That's what I do. Or a little cookie.
Now I know.
Or a cupcake.
The secret's coming out. Come on.
Or a little cupcake. Yeah. But I also feel you don't need to deprive yourself of it. I think it's about moderation. But I know you are a huge person you hate sugar. You'll have some.
Yeah, I'll have some sugar, like birthday cake, or if it's like every now and then I'll have something sweet.
Okay.
But I don't look at it as depriving myself. I never grew up with a lot of sweets.
Okay.
So I was home cooked meals growing up, and even the sweets that we had, it was like my grandmother baked cookies, cake. Yeah. So we know there's a whole lot less in the cookie when you cook, following the instructions to make it versus the one in the store.
Mine tastes so much better.
Right? Yeah. So it's better that way if you're gonna do it. But your nutrition is huge. It's huge. Even serotonin. Do you know what serotonin is?
Tell me.
It's in your gut. So when you eating bad stuff, you kind of lowering your serotonin rate throughout the day. How about that? And that's that crash. But you have to eat according to your goals. It has so much to do. I was just looking up how nutrition affects mental health. And it doesn't cause bad mental health, but it has a lot to do with it because the sugar rush and crash, that feels like anxiety. That feels like depression. Yeah. Right? So we have to be mindful of those things. And you can snack, but what is I have no problem with putting a goal over a snack.
Okay.
Right? So I do things in moderation. Because when we were younger, we had dessert. After dinner. We didn't have a lot of treats during the day. No. We had breakfast in school or before school. We had lunch. Yeah. I don't even remember a treat being with the lunch at school back then. Correct. I had dinner and then
that's when you got your sweet.
Right. Yeah. But by then I needed something because we done ran all day long. Right. But now everything is so accessible. Look at the amount of food that's available right now that wasn't available 20 years ago.
Correct. And it's not the healthiest food that's available.
Now we got a health food store, but then what is the other store called?
I don't know.
See?
Yeah.
But it does take some willpower, some discipline, and labeling. Sometimes you label what you do, what you're eating, and why you're eating it. Why am I eating this right now? Because that why might be linked to something else that's going on in your life. Yeah. Or that and nutritionists and dietitians, they get deeper into this, but some things you're eating, they're for a craving of a mineral or nutrient you're really missing.
Yeah, I have read that too. Like sometimes it's a matter of a deficiency. Yeah. That you have. So you're craving this thing. And there's stuff that you can research that actually tells you if you're craving salt, then this is what could be happening. Right. If you're craving sugar, right? But you have said before that sugar, I would consider it to be a drug.
Sugar's a drug.
It is a drug.
Sugar is a drug is just anything that's addictive. And it's not like we're having, we have a sugar cane and we're grinding off of it. Right now, sugar has ingredients. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's processed.
Right. Yeah. So, and it's so readily available and it's a quick hit, like replacing that dopamine. It's a quick hit. We love it. And it tastes good. But here's the thing. When you cut back on sugar, your body will recognize other things as being sweet.
Well, let me tell you, I realized sugar was truly a drug when I did, I was doing like a cleanse. So, of course, the sugar had to come out for the week. I had headaches.
Yeah.
I was like fidgety, and it reminded me of an addict when they have now stopped using their drug and what my body went through withdrawal.
Yeah.
Because it was used to having this thing, but you have to get past like day 3.
Yeah, right.
And I felt so much better, but I was like, that's the first time I said, wow, it really is something. It is a drug.
It is.
That's scary.
It is.
And it's in more things than we think.
Oh, you start reading labels?
Yeah.
Go get some ketchup and read the label.
I know.
Go get some ketchup. Read the label, barbecue sauce.
Coach, you don't use ketchup?
I rarely do.
No condiments.
I don't. So, okay. So a regular, I like steak. I like greens. I like broccoli. So,
okay.
But my habits growing up, I don't eat a lot like
stuff
main
that would
things
require ketchup.
I don't eat a lot of hamburgers.
Yeah.
I don't eat a lot of hot dogs. So those are things, right? Yeah. I don't eat a lot of fries. So that's where
you would find the ketchup. Okay, I got you.
So I'm luckily didn't have enough money when we were kids, so I never caught on to what a lot of other kids was having.
You said luckily.
Right.
Yeah. Now you feel as luck. In that moment, did you when you were younger?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Folks used to be like, "Oh, we went to McDonald's." I was like, "How does that taste?
Lucky you."
How does that taste?
Well, see, even as a kid, if my mother took me, it was probably once every 6 months. Like she cooked.
Right.
So McDonald's became like quote unquote the treat.
Because the grocery store used to be cheaper than fast food.
This
now
is
fast
correct.
food is cheaper than grocery.
It is.
It's a setup.
And it's hard. Yeah. It costs more to actually eat healthy.
Yeah.
That is the setup.
At the beginning. But I'm going to tell you a trick.
Okay, here we go.
It costs more to eat healthy at the beginning. But once your body is nutritionally healthy, you don't get as hungry. So you'll actually end up eating less because you're eating healthy. Because some of your hunger is not about calories. Some of your hunger is your body saying, hello, where's the iron? Hello, where's the magnesium? Hello, where were all these other things? So the quick answer is get more food.
Okay.
But more bad food, you still have that hunger feeling. Versus if you're consistently eating healthy, you'll find that you don't need such a big plate of food.
So give a suggestion. What should a person have on their plate?
So I'm a big proponent of protein.
Yes, you are.
Right? Especially as we get older and we're trying to maintain.
But we need it though.
Right. Yeah. So protein, then you look at fiber, vegetables, right? So now you're starting to get all those nutrients in you. And I always say, like, if my car breaks down, like what's a new fancy car or a really expensive brand? Let's say
Range Rover.
I have a Range Rover. You from your mouth.
I know.
I have a Range Rover,
navy blue.
Right. So I take a Range Rover and it breaks down or something's wrong.
Okay.
The best place to get my Range Rover repaired is where?
At the Range Rover factory.
Take it back to the manufacturer. My body has a manufacturer.
Correct.
God.
Correct.
So if I need nutrition, I need to take it to the manufacturer. Okay. Right? Who God made foods.
Correct.
So I tell people, if God didn't make it, avoid it.
So he didn't make the buffalo Doritos?
Yeah. that wasn't his thing. That wasn't one of his things. He made buffalo, but not buffalo Lord. Doritos. So just start off with that. Say at least 80% of my food should be like real food.
Yeah.
That came from the manufacturer.
I like that idea.
And then you still leave yourself room for your comfort foods. You don't want to be like that. Okay. Right? So you have your comfort food or you find replacements. Like I know there's brands that have like protein chips and things like that. Yeah. But of course, there's still going to be some chemical to make it a chip. Yes. It tastes like that. But make the majority of your food real food. Okay. Because when I talk to a lot of people and they're telling me what they had for the day, and they think they're all right, but I'm like, no.
That's not
They're like, but it came from the ground. I said, yeah, but it's a French fry. It's not a potato.
It's not a potato.
Some things happen.
Okay.
Yeah, but do it that way. Do it that way. And you
so protein, some fiber, some veggies, right? Yeah. So that's for the plate. And you would suggest for anyone everyone needs to move their body somehow.
That's the priority.
30 minutes.
That's the priority. So I listened to this old doctor, and he said, a woman that doesn't have any really bad habits, but she doesn't exercise, has a lower life expectancy than a woman that exercises regularly and drinks and smokes.
Wow.
And I was just like, what?
Yeah.
So then, you look into it and you start to do the science. And you're like, oh my goodness.
Wow.
Movement is medicine.
Movement is medicine. I like that.
That's it.
Movement is medicine. Where could a person find you? They want to train with Coach Mo. How would they find you?
Okay, so you go on Instagram, Beast Coach Mo.
Beast Coach Mo.
Beast, and people will say, Beast, what? Beast just stands for better, every day, and still trying.
It's an acronym.
See that?
Okay, see that?
So Beast Coach Mo on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube as well.
Nice. So you want to train with this guy, that's exactly where you would find him. I find him there every morning, 6 a.m.
That's it.
I got one question for you before we go.
Okay.
All right. How do you feed your passion? Because this is clearly something you're passionate about. And it started before you realized you were passionate about it, right? Just from doing that research, how do you continue to stay passionate in 2026?
So you have positive and negative motivations, right?
Okay.
And love and fear are the two things. So love is I love my people. I love helping people. They're having a great time. I love when I get the messages. Oh my God, coach, I can't believe my doctor wants to know how do I get my A1C down without the medicine. I love that. I love to see people's lives change. I love to see so that's my passion. I love that part.
Okay.
The other side is my fear. When I sit down and look at health and I look at things that goes on, I look at COVID. COVID said, all right, we're starting to get some statistics.
Yeah.
These are the people that are most likely to die from COVID. Overweight black people.
Right. Thank you.
That's fear.
Thank you.
So that right there, I'm like, whoa, I still got work to do.
Yeah.
Like, put my take off my Clark Kent glasses. And so I do have a fear of it. And when I look at it and I think about 10 years, 15 years, like we were talking earlier about a lot of kids not in the park.
Yeah.
That is a major concern.
Yeah. Kids
to
not
me.
being active.
Right. Yeah. So that leads to more health issues.
Yes.
And that's what drives me.
I like that though. Like typically we wouldn't give in to fear, but your fear is what's pushing you to keep going and to create the legacy because your son, your family, everybody's moving.
That's it.
I love that.
Don't stay still.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
And I thank you guys for joining us today. I can be found on all of your podcast platforms, including YouTube. Thank you so much again. I hope your day is filled with love, laughter, and learning. And give someone a compliment. Talk to you soon.
There we go.
That's it.
Out of here.